the ceremony, it is my honor and privilege to now welcome them in. Congratulations, graduates.
Welcome to the 2024 Commencement Ceremony for the College of Education and Integrative Studies. I am Associate Dean Neil Chaturvedi, and I'm very pleased that you are joining us today in honoring this year's candidates. Please begin the processional. Our mace bearer is Dr. Amy Gemino. Carrying our college banner is Megan Olenek, McPhee Scholar. Carrying the banner for our doctoral candidates is Dr. Janetta Dismuke Page. Carrying the banner for our master's candidates in the Department of Education is Allison Sisko. Carrying the banner for Early Childhood Studies is Rhiannon Moreno. Carrying the banner for the Liberal Studies Department is Lorelei Claxton.
Good afternoon. Andrea Press would lead us in singing the national anthem. Please stand and remove your hats if able.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Andrea, for that inspirational performance. Everyone, please be seated. Welcome to the College of Education and Integrative Studies Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2024. I am Dr. Janelle Pitt Parker, Dean of the College of Education and Integrative Studies. Today, we honor our graduating seniors, master's, and doctoral degree candidates. Yeah, I heard some woos. We also recognize our credential candidate recipients. We congratulate our 2023-2024 Outstanding Faculty Advisor, Dr. Jose Aguilar Hernandez, exceptional work in the college and with students. Congratulations. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I offer congratulations to all our graduates and a special welcome to the family members and friends who join us today. Graduates, this is your day, a day to celebrate. The faculty who worked with you to share knowledge, passion, and enthusiasm for your field, and the staff who provided ongoing support for your success are so very excited to see you reach this milestone. You have earned the joy you feel today. Your dream of a university diploma, whether it be a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, has become a reality. And we couldn't be prouder. Congratulations. It now gives me the pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the platform party. I ask that each of them stand as I read their names, but please hold your applause until they have all been introduced. Beginning with the back row, Dr. Denise Kennedy, Associate Professor and Chair of the Early Childhood Studies Department. Dr. Christina Chavez-Reyes, Professor and Chair of the Liberal Studies Department. Pat Hawthorne, Dean of Library. Dr. Betty Alford, Professor and Chair of the Educational Leadership Department, Dr. Socorro Morales, Assistant Professor, Educational Leadership Department, Dr. Jan Pataray Ching, Professor and Chair of the Education Department, Dr. Amy Gemino, the 2024 Mace Bearer, Dr. Neil Chattervetti, Interim Associate Dean to the College of Education and Integrative Studies, Dr. Julian Rodriguez, Keynote Speaker, Megan Olenek, McPhee Scholar, Dr. S. Terry Gomez, Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Soraya M. Coley, President of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Thank you all very much for joining our celebration today. At this time, I invite President Coley for her welcome and introductory remarks.
Thank you, Dean Pitt Parker. On behalf of the entire Cal Poly Pomona community, your fellow students, faculty, staff, alumni, and supporters, I welcome you to our 2024 Commencement Ceremony, a celebration 85 years in the making, a celebration of you and your hard work, which is a highlight for our campus. I want to begin by thanking those who made this all possible. To the faculty members of Cal Poly Pomona, thank you for sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, and your scholarship. And to the staff and advisors, thank you for championing these students, helping them find avenues for success and easing their burdens along their journey. And to the loved ones, supporters, and friends, thank you for your ever-present support and your encouragement. Thank you all for being a part of the journey for these graduates. And to the loved ones, it is important that you understand that your ever-present support and encouragement has been instrumental in their success. There is no greater feeling in my professional life than being with you today. I love hearing the cheers as your names are called and seeing the happy tears of your loved ones as you hold your hands high, crossing this stage as Cal Poly Pomona graduates. And looking out upon this celebration, I see realized potential, dreams coming true, and promises you kept to yourselves, your loved ones, and your fellow classmates. And I'm reminded of my own college graduation many years ago, where I sat where you are now. I didn't quite know where my life was leading me, and I didn't know exactly what I was meant to do or what I was meant to become. I simply knew I was not going to hold myself back. I was going to embrace every challenge and opportunity granted me and work hard at finding my path. Eventually, that hard work and determination paid off. I went on to graduate school, became a professor, a dean, a provost, and eventually president of this tremendous university. And so now, as you stand on the precipice of your own career journeys, I'd like to give you some advice in hopes that my words will help smooth your paths ahead. First, hold high expectations for yourself. Set the bar high and exercise the discipline needed to achieve success. Second, do not give others the ability to define you or make you feel unworthy, insecure, incapable, or of achieving your dreams. And third, take action. Don't let a fear of failure inhibit you. Move in the direction of your expectations. Learn from your failures, and you will succeed. Fourth, be persistent. And if you don't succeed initially, know that every failure holds a lesson and the seeds of future success. Learn from it and concern yourself not with what you tried and failed, but what is still possible for you to do. Fifth, maintain your options. Look for opportunities to grow and adapt to changes throughout your lifetime. Don't live a rigid life. You often find new avenues on paths that have been unexplored. And finally, discover your purpose. Your talents and your gifts are still developing. Allow your dreams and goals to unfold and to change. Be open to new experiences and make choices that align with your ethical core, with your curiosity, and your passion. Today is a beginning, not an end. It is a stepping stone to the next phase of your life. May you do so with confidence, knowing that your experience at Cal Poly Pomona will always be here for you. My favorite poet, Dr. Maya Angelou, was once asked to provide advice to young people. She replied, "You might encounter many defeats, but you must never be defeated, ever, and still I rise." And so I urge you to rise up and make the most of the opportunities ahead. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, you must rise. So in whatever you pursue, wherever your life takes you, never stop believing in your strengths and talents. Have the confidence to push through every barrier and obstacle in your way, for you are worthy of greatness. And look around you, take this day in, for you have achieved something remarkable. You pursued a dream and turned it into a reality. You changed the courses of your lives and the generations that will come behind you. You brought smile to the faces of your loved ones, and you rose to meet the calling. I wish you well in your journeys ahead. May the wind always be at your back, and may you find joy in the challenges that await you. And may the knowledge that you can achieve anything you put your mind to push you to new heights. Congratulations, Broncos, and best wishes.
It is my privilege to present the Julian A. McPhee Award. McPhee was the president of both Cal Poly Pomona and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and the award honors a graduating senior who exhibits excellence in academic affairs. This year, the award goes to the outstanding graduating senior and valedictorian of the college, Megan Olenek. Megan Olenek is an early childhood studies major who transferred to Cal Poly Pomona in 2022. During her time in the early childhood studies program, she has consistently made the dean's and president's lists while remaining an outspoken advocate for herself and her peers. She will be returning this fall to continue her studies and obtain her multiple subject credential to achieve her dream of becoming an elementary school teacher. Megan is grateful for the guidance of her professors in early childhood studies, particularly Dr. Lee Hong and Dr. DeJeanette, who possesses the qualities she most admires in educators and hopes to emulate in her own career. She feels compelled to also acknowledge her peers who have persevered through every academic challenge alongside her. She currently works for the Charter Oak Unified School District, where she has found her life's purpose, serving the children and families in her community. She would not be here without the support of her mom, dad, stepmom, friends, family, and boyfriend who have provided her with unwavering support. She feels the most gratitude, however, for the children she works with. They have been her greatest teachers and most enthusiastic supporters. Please join me in congratulating Megan Olenek.
Hi, everyone. Before I start, I also want to say hi to all my students at Washington Elementary who are watching right now on the live stream. I'm simultaneously honored and humbled in this moment, standing in front of so many individuals I greatly admire. I'm also immensely proud as I reflect on the work it took for us to get here. Just as we've learned by doing here at Poly Pomona, we now have the privilege of demonstrating our commitment to our communities through our actions and advocacy. With this platform, I feel compelled to remind you to remain resilient and fearless while navigating life's challenges. I was once afraid to pursue my passion and almost lost out on the thing that I love the most and brings me the most joy. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my mom, dad, stepmom, lifelong friends, and boyfriend Matt, who have shown me unconditional love and support. Dr. Jennifer Powell, Amy Sanchez, and Erin Sierra, you have inspired me and informed the way in which I dedicate myself to my work with children. My A4 class, I will never forget being your Miss Megan. As we pause to celebrate our accomplishments while preparing ourselves for the work that still remains, I'm reminded of what my student Amelia said after reading The Giving Tree. It's sad, but in a way that makes me happy.
Thank you again, Megan, and congratulations. Alumnus Dr. Julian A. Rodriguez is the proud superintendent of Southern California Regional Occupational Center. Dr. Rodriguez's journey to this position was, to say at the least, non-traditional in many ways, but it was this journey that inspired him to ensure that every student's path to their future holds just as much value as every other student's path. In his 20 years as an educator, from classroom teacher to high school administrator to school superintendent, Dr. Rodriguez has dedicated his career to creating multiple paths in education that serve as the link between readiness and opportunity. Dr. Rodriguez has dedicated his career to ensuring that career technical education is an accessible path for all students. In 2014, his work led him to being recognized as California's CTE Administrator of the Year. Dr. Rodriguez serves on the CPP Doctoral Alumni Advisory Council and has contributed to the Partners in Education Fellowship. He is also the proud parent of a first-year Bronco Scholar in the College of Environmental Design.
President Coley, Interim Provost Gomez, Dean Pitt Parker, esteemed faculty of the College of Education and Integrative Studies, distinguished guests, proud parents and family, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. I am honored to stand before you as a proud Cal Poly Pomona alum. My educational journey, go ahead, clap. My educational journey was not a traditional one. In fact, I wasn't ready to pursue my undergraduate degree until I reached my mid-20s. However, when I was ready, it was here in the California State University system that I found my passion for education ignited and the opportunity to make a difference, ultimately leading me to pursue all of my degrees here in this esteemed California State University system. In 2017, I proudly walked across this very stage and was hooded and received my terminal degree, marking not the end of a journey, but the continuation of a lifelong commitment to the transformative power of education. Today, I stand before you as a beneficiary of boundless opportunities that a Cal Poly Pomona education affords. Our university prides itself on learning by doing, discovery, and creativity, values that have undoubtedly shaped your academic journey. Beyond the classroom, however, beyond the finals, beyond the TPAs, beyond the dissertations, lies a deeper purpose. A purpose that transcends the mere acquisition of knowledge, but extends to the cultivation of empowered students. I want to share the story of how I arrived at this realization. Not long ago, at the end of a very, very long day of interviewing teacher candidates, the final candidate left an indelible impression on me with her response to one of the, I promise you, the perpetual questions for teacher candidates. What is your philosophy of education? I asked the candidate. Now understand, we ask this question of new teachers, of veteran teachers, of every teacher in between. And for the most part, we get some variation of about the same answer. However, that afternoon I was inspired. The young teacher looked up and said, "Well, I haven't formulated a complete answer. I'm coming to realize that every interaction between a teacher and a learner should leave that student feeling just that much more autonomous." And I have never had to do this before, but I had to sit down and write that response out because it truly inspired me. And at that moment in time, it left me feeling just a little bit more autonomous to continue my own journey in education. As you step, graduates, into the next leg of your own journey, I encourage you to embrace the hallmarks of a Cal Poly Pomona education and strive to empower the next generation by advocating for equity, by advocating for innovation, and for championing those that need champions. And speaking of the next generation, as was mentioned, I am a proud parent to share that my own son here in the College of Environmental Design will soon be joining you, the future leaders that will continue to shape and redefine the landscape of our world. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world awaits you, Broncos. It awaits your contributions, it awaits your creativity, it awaits your innovation, and it awaits your infinite potential. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. And now, will the candidates for the doctoral degree in educational leadership please rise? Will the announcers and marshals now proceed to their locations? President Coley, I present to you the candidates for the doctoral degree in educational leadership. These candidates have completed the requirements for the doctoral degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University system, and have been recommended by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the doctoral degree, you've heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. And by the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the doctoral degree in educational leadership with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I got so excited, I forgot I was supposed to come back up, you all. Candidates, you will be escorted to the stage by the faculty member who chaired your dissertation committee. Please approach the stage as directed by the ushers with your hood folded over your left arm. Proceed to receive your diploma cover and be draped with the traditional doctoral hood. Then please recess down the center ramp and back to your seat again as directed by staff. I ask, please, the audience to show their respect to all doctoral graduates by refraining from using horns and whistles while the graduate names are being called.
Dissertation Chair, Dr. Jose Aguilar Hernandez. Nicole Christine Duran White. Dissertation title, If You Build It, They Will Come. Building an Equitable System to Retain Educators in Title I Schools. Bonnie Gabriela Gallegos. Dissertation title, Cafecito, Chisme y Consejos. Testimonials from Latina Leaders in PK 12. Nicole Marie Hernandez. Dissertation title, The Influence of Principal Leadership on Outcomes for Latinx Students. A look at disproportionality in special education. Robert F. Hidalgo. Dissertation title, Dual Enrollment Educators' Perceptions, Attitudes, and Experiences in Enhancing Participation and Equitable Outcomes for Historically Underrepresented Students. Amy McGinnis. Dissertation title, Examining Restorative Justice in Education as a Framework for Increasing Equity and Inclusion on Secondary School Campuses Post-Pandemic. Kirk McGinnis. Dissertation title, Principal Coaching, an urgent call to school districts to establish embedded coaching models to support school leaders. Okay, now dissertation chair, Dr. Betty Alford. Michelle Andrade. Dissertation title, The Role of ECE Professionals in the TK Transition Process. Leilani Laferee. Dissertation title, Equity Development During Social Transformation, a Grounded Theory Study of Charter School Leaders. Lori Palmerton. Dissertation title, Identifying Persistence Factors for Women with Psychological Disabilities, obtaining a 4-year degree. Linda Ruiz. Dissertation title, Closing the Equity Gap, Identifying Factors that Influence Community College Persistence and Completion Rates Among Former Foster Youth Student Single Mothers. Megan Colleen Smith. Dissertation title, Exploring the Relationship Between Professional Development and Job Satisfaction from the Perspective of Senior Facilities Leaders, a Qualitative Case Study. Up next is Dissertation Chair, Dr. Amy Jimeno. Andreas C. Smerichnig, dissertation title, What Factors Guide Kindergarten Teachers' Decisions About Retaining Students? Up next, dissertation chair, Dr. Liana Hippolyte. Ada Fung, dissertation title, Exploring Elementary School Teachers' Understandings and Perspectives on Least Restrictive Environment Policy. Karen Deandra Harris Terrell, dissertation title, Deconstructing the Stories That Gifted, Talented, Neurodivergent Adults with Historically Minoritized Ethnic Identities, 3E, Tell About Their Formative K-12 Educational Experiences, a Critical Narrative Inquiry Study Examining Positionality, Sociality, Spatiality, and Temporality. Janetta Dismuke Page, dissertation title, Exploring What Works at a Public University, an Asset-Based Programmatic Approach to Black Student Success. Up next, dissertation chair, Dr. Eligio Martinez. Jeanette Gurola Baez, dissertation title, Closing Equity Gaps in Higher Education, the Impact of Dual Enrollment and Academic Momentum on Black and Latinx College Students. Tamika Monique Carter, Black Women, dissertation title, Black Women in Higher Education Leadership Roles, Overcoming Challenges Associated with Race and Gender. Esteban A. Lara, dissertation title, Examining the Influences of Peer Support on Salvadorian Men in Higher Education. Lamont Sanders, dissertation title, Representation Matters, Exploring the Experiences of Black Male Teachers in Hispanic-Serving School Districts in Southern California. Ana Quiroz, dissertation title, Experiences of Latino Students with Disabilities Transitioning to Post-Secondary Education. Up next, dissertation chair, Dr. Dana Mitchell. G. Kim Wang, dissertation title, Successes and Challenges of Women of Color in PK-12 Leadership, African American, Black, Asian American, and Latina Women. Samuel Samford, dissertation title, Navigating Futures, a Mixed Methods Exploration of Factors Shaping Equitable Student Participation in Career and Technical Education.
I now call upon the university's interim provost and vice president for academic affairs, Dr. S. Terry Gomez, to present the candidates for the master's degree. Provost Gomez.
Buenas tardes. ¿Están listos? President Coley, I present to you the candidates. Oh, hold on a second. Where do they rise? Master's candidates, please rise. President Coley, I present to you the candidates for the Master of Arts in Education. These candidates have completed the requirements for the Master of Arts degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the master's degree, you have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the Master of Arts in Education degree with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Cesar Escobar. Angela Elizabeth de Rueda. Doa Zar Darwich.
Delia Rockin.
Rebecca Covarrubias.
Serena Tasneem Manjoor. Allison L. Cisco. Carly Phillips.
Timothy Ignacio Aguilar. Jessica Karina Gonzalez.
Tasneem Sana Wasim.
Samantha Delfina Hernandez. Holly Lilu Him. Teresa Del Real.
Minchin Yang.
Alyssa Carthen. Amalia Yasmin Gonzalez Santana.
Erica Rivera Reyes.
Cheyenne Autumn Gutierrez. Ashley Garibay.
Michelle Tran. Wilson Wong.
Cynthia Lara. Alicia Elodia Gabuardi.
Elizabeth Lauren Witcher.
Vince Anthony Gaitan. Matthew Garrick Doyle. Bernice Rodriguez.
Corrine Macias. Hector Fidel Magallanes.
Masters. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Studies and in Liberal Studies please rise? Oh, that's sad. Okay. So we're going to do a quick pivot. Can I have you all sit down really quickly? Because it turns out we have some additional master's students that we need to celebrate.
Daniela Ortiz Silva.
Desiree Lynn Coleman. Stephanie Mabel Espina.
Anna Y. Wong.
Pamela Casillas.
Justin Elliott Rhodes.
All right, y'all. So will the candidates for the Bachelors of Arts in Early Childhood Studies and in Liberal Studies now please stand? President Coley, I present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Education and Integrative Studies. These candidates have completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University System, and they have been recommended for their degrees by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree, you've heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. And by the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor's of Arts in Early Childhood Studies and in Liberal Studies with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
To the class of 2024, I commend you for your effort and accomplishments. Please be seated. That'll be our running joke here. I now ask our McPhee Scholar to lead the lineup of their classmates for the baccalaureate presentation. I ask that students follow the staff's direction to the stage. Graduates for the baccalaureate degree, please stand. I already said, okay. I am on, that's it. Okay, so a little bit of funny and seriousness. I'm gonna take it from here.
Megan Lee Olenek. Ezekiel Sean Torres.
Angelica de Leon.
Elizabeth Tavira Guzman. Michelle Nicole Sanchez.
Christina M. Klein.
Catherine Mejia.
Dana Jalisa Duar.
Janine Serrano.
Angelica Jocabel Benitez. Oscar Castillo.
Jonathan Rene Zapata. Isabel A. Ortiz.
Daniela Alexia Ayala. Alyssa Kimiko Imai. Olivia Baldenebro.
Katrina Tao. Desiree Marie Nunez.
Leticia Lopez.
Fatima Juliana Ochoa.
Cynthia Alejandra Gonzalez.
Karen O. Mejia Rodriguez. Jessica Marie Rangel Romero. Adelina Miranda. Hong T. Win.
Yehuda Yaakov Ber Gimple.
David Jose Vargas.
Emma Grace Fitzgerald. Juliana Marie Arkand. Anissa Noel Davila.
Kamira Memories Skurlock.
Ariana Chinwe Agu. William Anthony Castellon. Janaya Tierra Crumbly. Madison Rose Boyerman.
Giselle Quintero. Kristen Martin.
Graciela Armandina Flote.
Nadine Tahani Sauda. Kiana Charisse Monchacol.
Angelique Alyssa Aguilar.
Leslie J. Ramirez. Andrea Michelle Morales. Andrea Nelson. Diana Marie Solorio. Madeline Nicole Schreiner.
Alexandria Ann Adams. Samantha Crespo.
Alma D. Ramirez. Delcy Diaz Stanishi. Karina Cernas.
Julissa Carrillo.
Paulina Belen Sanchez.
Julia Lucero. Courtney Renee Hicks. Rosemary Garcia. Alexandria Marina Lozano. Melissa Mendoza Armenta. Evelyn Ambris. Hannah Mae Bowman. Marissa Yvette Hernandez. Karen Gonzalez. Amy Gallardo.
Jacqueline Marina Moran.
Ana Laura Amezcua. Kiwen Gan. Chiachi Chen.
Jiahui Zong.
Nathaniel Bolaños.
Gabriel Esteban Rodriguez.
Jacqueline Abreu. Claudia Sofia Avalos Hernandez. Marifel Veronica Lugo Valdez.
Rachel N. Soto.
Miranda L. Hare. Amber Rose Clements. Lourdes Garcia Ramos. Andrea Magana Leanos. Emily Renee Bernal. Angelica Chipres Jimenez.
Natalia Salazar.
Blanca Guadalupe Cervantes Esparza. Anthony Vincent Ha. Melissa Yvette Lopez. Stephanie Horta. Joanna Marie Angeles Bizes.
Kelly Ann Roth. Alyssa M. Submergian. Annalise Maravilla.
Ana Hernandez Martinez.
Carly Raquel Weiner. Iman Tarifi. Sienna Elizabeth Pedrini.
Hannah Rose Campbell.
Andrea Victoria Monzon.
Ruben Jr. Felix.
Emmanuel Maldonado.
Stephen William Ballinger. Melissa Gomez Ibarra. Lisette Dietrich.
Caroline Tan Perez.
Leslie Ann Villavicencio Galang.
Vanessa Sanchez.
Citlali Anguiano.
Saralis Villalobos Martinez.
Natalie Eileen Campos.
Abby Mendoza.
Jessica Alvarez.
Kaylee Merrill.
Christiana Jacqueline Ivazian. Lucy Dyer.
Courtney Brianna Spears. Brittany Nicole Piedra.
Heidi Castro.
Melody Santana.
Carly Christina Cortez. Victoria Bo Guerrero.
Alana Claire Reyes.
Jasmine Kathleen Hernandez.
Rhiannon Moreno. Alexandra Michelle Morris.
Leslie Eloisa Lopez Carrillo.
Chi Chung Rico Yao.
Kathleen Brianna Serta.
Nev Marie Vasquez.
Carla Flores Aburto. Jennifer Barrios. Jennifer Areola. Gada Afif. Brisa Gonzalez.
Amanda J. Marquez.
Alexis Diaz. Marlene Castro Rodriguez. Danae Michelle Hernandez. Mariana Irizarry. Kimberly Jasmine Flores Palacios.
Miranda M. Morales. Ariana Alexis Romero. Deborah C. Morales.
Rose Emily Garcia.
Leslie Marquez. Martha Guadalupe Manzo. Celida Reyes. Eileen Angelina Martinez.
Samantha Lisbeth Garza.
Leslie Ruvalcaba.
Kiana Castro. Guadalupe Barragan. Clara Garcia.
Alyssa Marie Sensat.
Evelyn Elena Lopez.
Jacqueline Rivera Alvarez. Vanessa Alejandra Paredes. Victoria Papania. Kathleen Suzanne Millspaw.
Natalie Hernandez. Virginia Amada Lozano Gonzalez. Faith Harmony Jones. Lorelei Rosemary Claxton. Serena Sky Acosta. Marco Yutuk de Jesus.
Ni Vien Tai.
Destiny Samantha Aparicio.
Dulce Patricia Mendez Villanueva.
Diana Hasso. Ana Gabriela Cuellar.
Wasima Shaghasi. Catherine Yvette Ramirez.
Catherine Jeanette Diaz. Brianna Hurtado Gonzalez.
Caitlin Nguyen.
Citlali Gutierrez.
Priscilla Nightwalker.
Amanda V. Duran.
Carolina Bell Quiros.
Megan Beasley.
Riley Kayla Nguyen.
Joel David Serta. Gigi Chung.
Esmeralda Tejas Ordorica. Walter Amado Marroquin Jr. Litzy Yamalex Martinez Zambrano.
Isabella Jennifer Moreno Garcia. Isabel Victoria Estrada.
Stephen Patrick Reyes.
Humberto Giovanni Cifuentes.
Nathaniel Javier Velasco.
Sophia Rose Garcia. Taylor Nicole Bachman.
Helen McMullen. Caitlin Mueller.
Stephanie Nicole Luna. Jacqueline Marie Barrett.
Emily Elizabeth Ressler. Natalie Christine Massis. Emily Marie Smith.
Priscilla Felicitas Carvajal.
Melissa Zarco.
Stephanie Berumen. Maritza Casillas. Catalina Gutierrez.
Marcela Adriana Pedrosa. Jacqueline Rosas Romero. Griselda Manjivar. Jessica Masariegos. Julissa Masariegos.
Abril Paula Lozada. Jacqueline Galvez Coit. Gisela Jimenez.
Antoinette Alexis Takadena.
Andrea Hernandez.
Kimberly Valenzuela. Marina Atafab Malik. Alize Rodriguez.
Sandra Faltus.
Alyssa McCurchin.
Tatiana Marie Lucerian. Edith Adriana Estrada. Nesa Jasmine Alvarez Pocasangre. Fernanda Christine Cervantes Lopez. Isabel Garcia. Lucia Lisbeth Crespo. Alma Juarez. Natalie Chantal Garcia. Daisy Chino. Isiris de Jesus Buenrostro.
Camille M. Singleton.
Emily Rochelle Lucero.
Graduates, for the bachelor's degree, please stand if you're able. Graduates for the bachelor's degree, please stand if you're able. Now, in academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel on the mortarboard on the right side. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins, not yet, and joins a select company. So now, in recognition of your new status, will all the recipients of the bachelor's degree move the tassel to the left? Congratulations.
Again, our congratulations and best wishes to all of our graduates of the class of 2024. I welcome you as our alumni and invite you to join the Cal Poly Pomona Alumni Association to maintain your ties to the university. I want to emphasize that you, the graduates, are lifetime members of our Cal Poly Pomona community. Congratulations to you all. Everyone, please join me in congratulating the College of Education and Integrative Studies class of 2024. Audience, please remain seated during the recessional. Mace bearer, please retrieve the mace.